Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts, like the chart behind me, which is of Blink Charging, ticker symbol BLNK, which closed on Friday, May 10th at a price of $2.82, being down about 0.7% on the day and continuing down another 0.7% in the after hours, which is a grand total of 4 cents. So not too bad. But, it does look like it did put in a bearish engulfing candle on the Friday, completely engulfing the prior to trading days. So it is quite possible this could be heading lower. Also, it does look like on Tuesday the 7th, we did see a 9% drop, just over 9% drop on the day, putting in this big red candle and then consolidating. So it's possible this is a bear flag and price will be going lower, but it is also quite possible that this could be a fake out. It could be finding support. And what we're actually looking at is, bull flag with, green candles, a number of them on the way up here. And now we're starting to see consolidation. So if we do start to see some green days, especially if we're able to get above Friday's close, which was $2.82, closing above that either Monday or Tuesday, that could suggest that we are starting to see a bull flag rather than a bear flag, and that this could be breaking to the upside. But I did want to go over some levels that I just recently put up. Specifically, I do think that the 382 level right here at $2.83.5, I do think that might be a pretty important one, as price has over the past few days kind of been sandwiched between that level and the 236 at right around $3 at $2.99 here. And so if price can get above $3 a share, start closing above that, closing above the high of $3.06, I do think that would be really good, suggesting that this could be turning around. But like I've said in other videos, I do think price could be coming down to this red line at $2.50, maybe finding support at like this confluence of levels here with the purple uptrend, as well as the 618 from the retracement. That's at a price of $2.58.5. So really in the range from about 250 to 260. I actually think that could be a great dip buying opportunity if price does go that low, because if we look at the bigger picture, it does look like, what I had thought was a descending triangle, which is a bearish pattern that tends to break to the downside. I was wrong about that. It looks like we've actually formed this wedge and we have broken out from that. And I actually think it'd be really healthy and, a great opportunity if it did pull back to these levels. So right around 250 to 260, if we do see it pull back to that level, I don't think that's, a range to be panicking at. I think that's potentially a great dip buying level before it rallies higher. And I was asked in one of the comments if I see this going back up to $3.50. And actually, so the high on February 15th was $3.62. That's just right here, right where that cursor is. And, I think that seems pretty reasonable, especially, because we have broken out from this downtrend. We've had many attempts to break above it, but we have always failed until just recently, until, on the 2nd of May, we were able to break out. And what we're seeing now, this is what you'd refer to as a retrace to the scene of the crime. However, the scene of the crime is not the 382. It's actually this downtrend. So if we do go lower, if we do retrace more, I think that's going to be a great opportunity. And I must say, though, I am not in Blink right now. But if it does dip to 250, maybe I'd consider it. But, I'm not in it. I'm not planning on getting into it. These are just my thoughts looking at the chart. I know a lot of people are bullish on it. And so I do have a bias to want it to go in the favor of, retail. But I think that it's probably going to come back to 250. And after that, though, I think it's going to go a lot higher. But of course, I could be wrong, and maybe I end up being right in the end about this being a descending descending triangle, and maybe it does break below $2.22. I got that number burned into my brain. But yeah, generally, I think any pullback we'll be launching it higher. And I do think that in the next few months, it's definitely feasible for this to get up to 350. But again, it could go lower. I could be wrong, as I have been before. I've definitely made some wrong calls with Blink. But, I think that over the course of the next week, we're going to see some great opportunities. And, opportunities are, when there's blood in the street, not the other way around. So, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching, and thanks for all the requests to do Blink. Glad you guys enjoy.